Now this is an example of a rendezvous site located at roughly mile 56, probably about a mile off the park road. I haven't used a lot of digital zoom here, so the quality isn't that great. But if you're not familiar with rendezvous sites, when pups leave the den roughly late June, early July, they are then left at what's called rendezvous sites, and these are temporary resting sites. And if the family group is large enough, they will typically leave like a yearling to kind of babysit the wolf pups. In this case, there were only two adults, and so the pups were left on their own while the two adults went out hunting for them. And then when they were successful, they'd bring food back to the pups. So at this time of the year, pups are way too young and underdeveloped to be able to keep up with the adults when the adults go hunting. And then these are temporary sites. So the pups, they may have a rendezvous site established for maybe a day, 2 or 3 or more in a certain area, and then it's moved to another area. And in fact, later in the clip, you're going to see clips from later in the year in early September where the pups are, of course, a little bit larger, and that area, which is this area here, is off the Toklat River and actually very close to the park road. And so then that brings up another aspect. This is actually the third rarest way in which we see wolves. So the first way is strictly by chance. There's no predictability in regards to that. Second way is when wolves bring down a large animal and it must be relatively close to the park road and visible. That brings predictability into having a chance to see them. The third way, which is even rarer than kills, is rendezvous sites. When we do have them established rendezvous sites close to the park road, that does bring a degree of predictability in regards to their movements. And then the rarest is when wolves set up den sites close to the park road. And then again, that also brings predictability for visitors to have a chance to see them. So this is visitor viewing gold when we have rendezvous sites established close to and off the park road. And this is all dependent on the behaviors of the breeding male and female in the establishment of these rendezvous sites. And then according to the late Dr. Gordon Haber in his book Among Wolves, it's not until late September, early October, and then even sometimes as early as early November before wolf pups can actually travel on a regular basis and keep up with the adult wolves.